Welcome to Toy Polloi. Parental guidance. This video contains scenes of Lego destruction.
Hello and welcome to another video from Toy Polloi, and today we are going to be making some custom Star Wars figures, as I was recently sent the Cantina Playset by Paleetoy to review, and very kindly Lee stuck inside the set 4 headless Luke Skywalker Jedi figures and also 4 heads from the Kenner Galactic Heroes figures of the Cantina band members. So today's project is going to be working out how to attach those heads to the vintage Jedi Luke bodies and making some custom Cantina band figures. So let's get on with the project. So what are we going to do to make these? Well, as I say, these were very kindly sent in by Lee from Paleetoy. He's basically sent me the remains of 4 Luke Jedi figures, which look like they've had their heads cut off, or at least their heads snapped off, and the heads from 4 different Galactic Heroes Cantina band members, and they do fit remarkably well, although I think we're going to need to do a little bit of modification to make them look sort of like proper vintage Kenner figures, and also give them a little bit of sort of mobility and the ability to turn them around. So the first thing we need to do is actually sort of do some modifications to the body. Because the heads have been snapped off, the little post there that was on these original Jedi figures is missing. Now, my normal fix for vintage figures is to use a piece of Lego, and that is what we're going to do today. I'm just going to stick a Lego axle pin in these. So we need to drill out a hole and stick one of the Lego axle pins in, and that will be the basis for the rest of the construction, because I think the rest of this we can probably do with some other Lego pieces. I want to be able to click these heads on and make them rotatable. Now, I was looking at the picture that Lee sent me that's on the front of the Cantina Playset, and the way he'd done it was actually just to stick the heads on like that, but it means that the heads are very low down, and if you look at pictures of the Cantina band members, the heads are actually a bit higher up and they do have a bit of a neck. So I want to modify these so that the heads are that little bit higher up, and we can also rotate them. If I just stick them on like that, then yeah, we lose all the sort of posability and they look really odd because the necks just don't seem the right sort of proportion. So let's do the first little bit of modification, and that is adding the Lego piece to this, and then we'll start sort of making up some ideas of how we can fix the rest of it. He has included some accessories as well, and I think these are the accessories off those Galactic Heroes figures, which he has cut out of the hands, because I can see there's a lot of sort of bits missing and sort of damage to them. So maybe we will have to make some of our own custom little musical instruments just out of some bits of styrene, but we'll worry about that later. Let's sort out getting the figures put together first. So let's get the Lego box out, and we'll add the neck posts to these, and then we'll see about sorting out some way of attaching these heads. Okay, so I've got the Lego box out, and this is full of useful pieces, and I know there's some pieces in here that I use all the time for repairing the necks, and these are these Lego Technic axle pins. So it's part sort of Technic pin and part axle piece. I'll put the number at the bottom of the screen, and these are absolutely ideal for replacing broken necks on these figures, which is why I've got lots of them. They do come in a sort of variety of colours. I'm going to use these more sort of flesh-toned ones, just so I don't have to do so much painting at the end, but you can get them in grey and blue as well, and I think black. So there's a variety of colours. What we've got to do is drill a hole into the top of the neck there, and then insert this piece in and glue it in place. The axle pins are, I think, about sort of 4.5mm in diameter, so that's the size of hole we need to drill there. I'll drill some pilot holes first, and then drill a bigger hole, and then just a bit of super glue will hold those in place. And the great thing about Lego pieces is once they're in place, we can use that top piece, that actual Technic pin, to clip other pieces on, so we can make a rotatable neck out of another piece, but we will worry about that once we've got these all glued in place. Those are all now glued in place so we can get to work on fixing the head on. And I've had a rummage in my Lego box and I've already found a piece that I think is going to work really well. In fact, I've done a little test and you can see here that this head has fitted on really rather nicely, and we've been able to give him a bit of a neck, so we've raised the head up a bit, and I think that is looking about right. So how did I do it? Well, the answer is I found this piece of Lego. I have no idea what this piece is called, so I will look it up and put it at the bottom of the screen. You can see though that this has the correct piece to clip onto the top of that Technic pin, and that is what is going to make the neck for us. So what I did for this one was I just trimmed it down. I took the side off that we need, trimmed it off with a pair of plastic nippers, and at the moment I've just pushed that into the hole on the head of this Galactic Heroes Cantina band member, and it's really gone in pretty firmly. You can see it's grey, so when we stick that on there it does look a little bit odd, but I think just a little bit of black paint around that, and then it will look like the rest of the outfit that he's wearing. So it's going to be a very simple little modification. So let me show you what I did. I took this piece here, I got my plastic nippers, and I just cut off that piece on the other side. I turned it over and I trimmed it again like that. And there you go, that's that piece cut off. I then did a little bit of trimming just on this edge to tidy it up, and likewise on that edge. Then I got one of the heads and I just pushed it in, and that's as simple as it needs to be. So I pushed that in there like that. I pushed it in as far down as it would go. I then used another sort of Technic pin just to sort of line everything up, because it was a little bit wonky when I first sort of pushed it in. So I just used that to rotate it about, and then took that pin out like so, and then we can drop that onto one of the bodies. And there you go, a really simple modification just using 2 bits of Lego. I will drop some super glue just around the edge of that to make sure that it actually stays in place, because it's a sort of push fit at the moment. It feels pretty good, but I reckon that will stay on okay. It might be that that will sort of pop off in time. So yeah, a bit of super glue around that, and then we'll paint it up. So yeah, that is all I'm going to do for this customization, is just cut up 2 bits of Lego and stick them on the toy. And then we're going to have to do some painting. So I've found some pictures of what the Cantina band members look like, and they are not all black, and they don't have one black glove. So let me modify the rest of these heads so that they sit in place, and then we'll get the paints out.
Toy, that is incorrect. Try again.
Now we come on to painting the figures, and I've had a quick look at some reference photos I have of the Cantina band, and it's going to be a fairly simple paint job. I can see actually on the photos that the characters do wear sort of a black roll neck top, so the bit of Lego that I put in there I very quickly just painted black, and that seems to work really well. So now when I click that onto the figure, it looks like he has a sort of black roll neck top that then goes under his head. So that is a very simple solution. It means we don't have to do any sort of sculpting or any more detail on that, just paint that piece black. The rest of the figure is predominantly black. He does have dark grey trousers on, but only sort of the midsection, so the boots can stay black and the top part of the figure can stay black. So Luke's body is going to be a perfect option for that. So we're just going to paint this piece from there to there grey, and then a bit on the pelvis as well. We also need to paint both the hands to be the flesh colour that matches the head. So it's going to be a fairly simple paint job. I've got a couple of paints out. I've just got some black and white Vallejo's. We'll mix those together to make the grey, and then I have a flesh colour. This is a Revel Aqua colour. This is a flesh colour. I don't have a Vallejo flesh colour, so I'm going to use that, mix a bit of white into it, and that should match the pink on the original hands, and I'll try and get it as close as I can to the sort of head colour as well. So very simple paint job, grey on the trousers and a bit of flesh colour on the hand. And then once all of that's dry, I'm going to coat everything in a Mr. Hobby clear coat, which is a satin finish to make it sort of nice firm finish, and then we can have a look at sorting out a couple of instruments for them. While we're waiting for the paint to dry, we can have a go at making some simple instruments for the band members to hold. Now, Lee did send me the instruments that have been cut out of those Galactic Heroes figures, and I've tried to sort of tidy up the edges where they've been cut away from hands, and I think by the time that's had a coat of paint, it's not going to look too bad. These are a little bit more damaged, but yeah, they'll still do. So I'm basically going to sort of try and copy those sorts of shapes and some other shapes for sort of Star Wars weapons and things, and make some things that look a bit like flutes and instruments. And I had to go through my bag of sort of offcuts of styrene sheets. So this is the bits that I've used for other projects, and I found a whole load of sort of different size rods that I've already drilled holes in the end of, so I can actually start sort of constructing some instruments just by pushing a few different sizes of rod together, maybe bending it, adding a few other sort of details and some bits sticking out. And I'm just going to make up some Star Wars sort of style instruments, things that will fit in their hands. So here's the remains of another Luke Skywalker, and this rod here, which looks like it's about 2.5 mil, fits really quite snugly in his hand. So if I use that as the basis, I'll just see what I can make. And after a few minutes work, this is what I've managed to make. This one looks like sort of space panpipes or something like that, and then this one is like an oboe or a flute. They're pretty simple things, just made out of styrene rods and a few little bits of other sort of offcuts of plastic stuck to it. And I think they look pretty futuristic, and certainly will work well in the Cantina band members' hands, but they need to be painted, and I'm going to go for just a flat grey colour. In fact, I'm going to paint all of these sort of instruments a flat grey, because I think that's the most sort of vintage Kenner style. These ones already are painted sort of gold and silver. That doesn't look very vintage to me. All of the original weapons were just a flat colour, so I think spraying these a flat grey will work really well, and it will keep them sort of uniform across the 4 figures that I've made. So let's give those a quick coat of paint as well. The other paint should have dried, and we can put these figures all together. And here we go, here are the finished Cantina band members, made out of the bodies of some vintage Kenner Jedi Luke figures and the heads from some Galactic Heroes figures. And as you can see, they ended up looking really rather nice. I'm actually pretty pleased as well with how the little instruments came out. The ones that were cut from the hands are a little bit sort of scrappy and rough around the edges, but then so were the ones that I made out of some offcuts of styrene rods. As soon as you give them a coat of grey paint though, they start to really look like vintage weapons and accessories, and I think they sit really nicely with these figures. The next time you see these figures will be when I am reviewing the new Cantina Playset from Paleetoy. That will be on the channel very soon. If you want to have a go at making these figures for yourself, then you just need to track down some of those Galactic Heroes Cantina band members, take the heads off and find a busted old Jedi Luke and a few bits of Lego, and it really is a very simple project. A little bit of paint on the figure, because basically the figure is pretty much there already. You just need to paint the trousers grey, a little bit of modification of the head with the Lego, and there you go, you've got a new vintage style Kenner figure. So I do need to say a big thank you to Lee from Paleetoy for very kindly sending these over. It's been a really fun project, and please do go and check out all the sets that he has for sale. I will put a link to those in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at Toy Polloi, then why not think about becoming a patron of the channel. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.